Welcome to my reflections from week 6. This will be fairly short. You guys did a really good job on your reflections. I was really impressed. I did want to say that when I was reading your discussion posts, group 1 unanimously loved this video. Maybe not unanimously, but overall, and several of you said that everybody should see it. So if you have time and you want to see a great video, the video in group 1 for week 6 was really recommended. Also, what I found that was pretty common was that most of you who chose to write about Miss Mack's instruction lesson did not like the way she started off, and you guys all provided really engaging activities to start off the lesson instead of her poster or chart. And I really just appreciated your critical thinking as you broke down the components of that lesson and sort of made it your own. And that's not to say that the other journal entries were not as good. It's just that that was something common. Pretty much everybody who discussed that topic attacked her intro activity. And then I just wanted to tell you that one of the things that I did in my class, and I might have said this to you because at some point you just start to repeat yourself, is that I would often draw, just a squiggly shape that looked like a brain on my whiteboard. And as we started to talk about predicting, I would explain the value of predicting. And oops, that should have a schema. That should have an A on the end. Look at that typo. And I'd say, let's predict what this is going to be about. What do you already know about the topic? Here's why we do this. Because your brain already has some information about what you're going to be reading about. And there are all these pathways in your brain. And what we want to do is find what you already know and attach this new information to it so your brain knows where to find it when it needs it, like for a test or when you read something else. And so that is why we think about what we know and why we make predictions, so that we can set up your brain for learning. And I said this to my students over and over and over again, but they seem to get it. And so I just wanted to share that with you. If you ever want to use those words, you're welcome to. And I did want to say that you're getting so much better in your journal entries about providing details and examples. I don't think I had to take off any points for not being clear in your journal entries. What I want to remind you of is you do have deadlines, and you are supposed to submit your previous journal entries with your current journal entries, and I've said that numerous times. And so if you lost points, it was for one of these. Now let me tell you that if you submit something at 5 minutes after midnight, I don't consider that late. But if I can see that you've probably gone to bed and woken up, and so it's the next morning, that to me is a new day, and I do take off points for that. So that is it as far as week 6 goes. I look forward to reading your week 7s, and if you have any questions about your midterm, don't hesitate to ask. It is geared, as I hopefully have mentioned, just for me to understand what you can do as far as creating lessons based on what we've learned in class. So you're not necessarily creating a lesson plan, but you're showing me that you can apply what you've learned to be used in the classroom. And that's, in my opinion, why you take classes. And so that's what I want to see. That is what I'm assessing. But again, if you have any questions, please email me or stop by my office or schedule a time to come by. And take care.